Hey everyone, MTash here, and in the background I have some footage of me doing kind of 2 character Spiral Abyss floor 11, and I wanted to talk about something today that's been on my mind. Genshin Impact is way easier than it was even a few weeks ago, and I think that it's a great thing for a lot of people. I think that it opens a lot of doors to different team comps, and I'm overall really happy, but I also want to talk about one of the downsides that I'm worried about. I think that this is going to be a net positive video, and I want you guys to really listen to what I have to say in the beginning, because I want to talk about the balance of the game. I want to talk about some amazing characters that are starting to shine, and the fact that you don't have to use the same stupid comps every day if you want to push far into the Spiral Abyss. But I also have one cause for concern. But first, this video is sponsored by Manscaped. I absolutely love them, and I stand behind their product 100%. They sponsored me. They were one of the first sponsors I ever had, and they sent me this bad boy that I have been using for years. Well, now it's time for an upgrade with the Lawnmower 4.0. It's got a light. It's got skin-safe technology. It's got attachments. If you get yourself the Performance Package 4.0, you're going to have everything you need to keep yourself looking good down below. The lawnmower has wireless charging, it's got a travel lock, and it's even waterproof if you're interested in taking it in the shower, which I do. I've used this original one for like 4 years in the shower on a week-to-week basis, and it is still running beautifully. The only reason I'm replacing it is because this 4.0 looks gorgeous. Not gonna lie, ya boy, ugly nose hair, okay? It's a problem. But now that I've got the Weed Whacker, my wife loves it. She can actually stand looking at me. Get yourself the Performance Package today. As of recording this video, there's an amazing discount, but you can also get a huge discount by using code MTASHED at checkout. By using code MTASHED, all uppercase, at checkout, you can get another big discount. This is a no-brainer. This is something that's gonna last you for years, and it is a quality product. Thank you so much, Manscaped, for sponsoring this video, and make sure to click that link down below. Let's get back into the content. There are so many amazing characters on this list, but I feel like there are some that get slept on because people are worried that they're not meta. Fischl has been great for a long time, but she's Electro. Beidou has been pretty awesome. She can slap, she's a good support or kind of sub DPS, but her energy recharge and the fact that she's Electro made people terrified. Sucrose is a fantastic support, maybe better than Venti in some situations. What's that? Venti is a black hole that just got buffed and is insane now? Okay, maybe not better than Venti, but Sucrose is amazing! But I didn't recommend her as much as I probably could have or should have because Swirl wasn't that good. But they buffed Swirl. They buffed Electro reactions, making things like Overload nutty DPS, fantastic DPS. They boosted how much the Elemental Mastery is impacting things, which allows you to stack things like Elemental Mastery on a Sucrose and buff your team and hit like a truck. There are a lot of amazing things going on with the recent balance changes, a few weeks ago, that honestly, if you invest in any character in the game, you can dominate. I'm going to tell you something right now. This is going to be mind-blowing, but you not beating the Spiral Abyss and getting the maximum amount of stars, it isn't because you suck, it's because you haven't spent enough time or gotten lucky enough on artifacts. As you play the game, all of your supports will be level 50, and then 60, and then 70, and 80, and they're going to do more and more damage as you play. And your main DPS is going to get more talents, and you're going to get those God-rolled artifacts, and you will be able to beat it. But this is a time-gated game. There's nothing you can do to progress faster other than spend some money, but it doesn't even progress things that much. I mean, quite a bit, but you saw you get pay to win instantly. Well, okay, actually now that I'm thinking about R5 weapons, you get the point though, right? It is a time thing to get all the upgrades that you're going to need. But that being said, I think for a lot of people for a long time, it was like, well, I don't have Xingqiu, I don't have Bennett, I can't beat the Spiral Abyss, I don't have a Venti, I don't have Zhongli. Well, now there are so many characters in this game that are viable, that hit really hard. We've seen people smashing out the Spiral Abyss with Shang Ling, free-to-play characters, that if you put in time and you put love into your characters, you put some resources into them, you are going to be able to beat this hard content long term. And it's not a matter of if you can, it's when you can, in my opinion. Now, I wanted to talk about this because, that's good for a lot of people. It's really good for free-to-play players because I feel like when this game came out, and this is partially my fault, but how many videos did I make where I'm like, don't make this mistake. Be careful who you level, right? I've been about the meta. I've been talking about the best characters, and if you're not using those characters, they're trash. Well, that changed. And honestly, even like tier lists, I think I might remove some of them and do like a new community tier list because things have changed a lot. And I feel like people need to stop being so scared about the characters they're using and just have fun because you will get those resources over time. And, this game, I don't know, this might be a little controversial, but unless you're on mobile where it's much harder to dodge and stuff, this game is really easy long term. I know. Maybe you can't get all the stars yet in the Spiral Abyss, but again, I think it is a time thing and a resource thing more than anything. Once you start getting good artifacts and doing a lot of damage, I mean, you can two-man different floors of Spiral Abyss, and you can hit for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 damage. And it doesn't have to be a 5-star even that's doing it. Characters like Kaya, Shang Ling, free-to-play characters that you can get can hit very, very hard. And I think that, especially moving forward, I want to be, smart about how I talk about the game and the fact that I don't want to roast your favorite character and tell you not to use them because they're not Bennett and Xingqiu the way I used to. Because honestly, pretty much pick anyone in the game and you're going to have a good time and you're going to be able to beat this con. And I think that that's exciting. I think that is a net win for Genshin Impact. More access to characters. I'm using characters I haven't used for ages. I haven't used my Fischl for ages. I haven't used my Beidou for ages because I've been trying to beat the Spiral Abyss with my free-to-play team. I've been using all the meta characters. And I'm bored. I'm bored out of my skull. But now, with these buffs, my little meta brain can be like, okay, let's try something new. And I've been having a blast. I truly have been having so much fun with it. And I can't wait to level up a new character and try them out. Maybe I'll do Razor. Maybe I'll do Rosaria. I don't know who I want just yet. But I have some awesome, characters that I want to test out and enjoy. Now, that being said, I'm gonna have a tiny little rant here. Just a tiny little peepee of a rant, okay? I have been able to, on my free-to-play account, beat the Spiral Abyss since like a month and a half maybe of having my account. We're talking since like December. I have been able to max star the Spiral Abyss. And I understand that I have a lot of luck and great characters on my account. But even, before I started getting all the 5-star weapons that I had, before I got all the amazing artifacts that I had, I was able to beat it just by leveling up talents and doing good team comps. I was able to beat it. And I have been in a state where I can absolutely stomp it. I can just obliterate the Spiral Abyss. And it's not that challenging anymore. And I know that there's a lot of whales that are like that and other endgame players. And I worry with the game being even easier. Like, my Venti carries so hard that I'm pretty sure I could beat this blindfolded before. But now I could beat it without touching the keyboard. Like, I think if I put my foot on the keyboard and I was playing on my foot, I think I could beat it. And, that's cool. I've earned that because I've got a bunch of resources. But there's nothing in the game that really challenges me. When a new Spiral Abyss launches, for the most part, I beat it first time, max stars, and I have forever. Like, since the first Spiral Abyss that I was able to beat and get all the stars, I've never not been able to. And I do it like first few tries. And so, that chase for me is really MIA. The end game, like, oh my god, I need to get stronger, is really MIA. And so for me, I am going to experiment with different characters. I'm going to just have some fun with some different characters. But it is a little spooky to me because I feel like if they don't add any end game, I'm going to get so bored of this game. I'm going to have a hard time playing it. There's nothing to challenge me. And they've made it even easier. For a lot of people, that's probably amazing. But for me, I'm like, sheesh, I could use my level 50 official and stomp it. Now, this, you can see, I didn't get it in time. I had to redo it and kind of retry it. I end up getting it, and I get all the stars with just a couple of characters. Or is it? Somewhere in here. But, I don't know. It's just something I'm worried about is like, is this game a little bit too easy? Maybe I'm crazy here. I've always been a really hardcore player in anything I play. You know, whether it's Destiny doing raids or the Division, trying to get the most damage out there and play PvP and all that stuff. But I just hope that they can add something for the end game players, because I felt this way for a long time, that I have all these artifacts and characters and nowhere to really use them, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse as time goes on. And it's like, you know, I've joked about how the game is Mario Party and it's all mini games, and it's like, where am I supposed to use all this stuff? But now that it's easier, it's worse. Like, it's getting even further down there. So maybe with Inazuma they'll change something, but for right now, I feel like they made Genshin Impact a lot easier, and I don't know how to feel about it. I see the light, I see the good, but I can't help but be a little bit greedy, and the fact that I am getting bored. Anyways, that's it for me. One last thing is, if you like a character and you want to level them up, don't listen to me, don't listen to other YouTubers. Just do what you want to do. Think about the characters, and if you want to use them, you can make them really, really strong. No. Some people might not love Noelle, but you can make a cracked Noelle if you love her. Okay? Just have fun with the game. That's all you can do. Thanks so much. Have a great day.